there now. What do you think? I don't know. Jump into shadows. Yeah, you're probably right. Gotta cut down on the jet, I guess. I don't start talking crazy. No sign of him now. Get some, motherfucker!
Won't be bothering anybody now. Playing hide and seek?
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a... How'd you manage to...
Right. None of your damn business.
Fine. Forget I asked.
Sure.
You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could, from memory, and came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't... Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of
I'm sure it'll work.
For the record, I haven't... But if you can build this device and make use of that, can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help.
I got it covered.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. It's my only hope for ever being. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes the only logical explanation. That's where we need your help.
I have a way to infiltrate the Institute using a device called a signal interceptor.
So it appears we share a common... I'm pleased that you've chosen to build the device with the... Now, indulge me for a moment by saying...
I think they're the ones who kidnapped my son.
The Institute preys on the weak to further their own ends. Together, we'll make them pay for their crimes. I'll call ahead and brief Proctor Ingram. Report to the...
Internal monitoring active. Looks quiet.
By Elder Maxon's orders, all forms of technology should be confiscated or collected.
This frame is driving me crazy.
at your
Got
side?
like 3 itches I can't even scratch.
Elder Maxon said you'd help me build the signal interceptor.
So, looks like you're calling the shots around here now, huh? Alright, I'll bite.
Sure. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine...
Teleportation? Molecular transmission via encrypted RF wave? This explains why we've been picking up anomalous... Not to mention how they get their tin soldiers to come out of the damn wall. And this little beauty allows you to literally hijack a return signal.
Uh-huh. That all sounds impressive, but can you build it?
If I can keep that flying pile of junk in the air.
Uh-huh.
It's difficult to make out all the details here, but I'm thinking you can get started by building a... It's gonna take a cargo hold full of high-grade metal, but I'm sure that we have plenty of it.
I'm glad you can make sense of those plans.
I haven't made sense of all of it yet, but I will. Here's a list of everything you need to find. You're also going to need a massive power source.
Uh-huh.
From you folks, wouldn't know where to look.
Hey,
There's something you need? What do you need?
I think we ought to...
Sure.
Uh-huh.
You're an inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud.
Protecting people from themselves. The oldest excuse of any tyrant.
With the Brotherhood behind us, we'll never fall. What's on your mind, soldier?
Paladin dance.
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
Ready.
Roger that.
It's good to be back.
Joining our cause was the wisest decision ever.
Any luck building the platform yet?
Yes. I'm ready to build the rest of it.
Good. Let's move on then. Here's a list of everything we'll need. Now, I know some of that might as well be in Greek, so I'll...
Looks good, Ingram. I'll get to work.
Oh, it's important that all the components are one. If you need any help, I'll be...
Sure.
I'd wish you good luck.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Do you need any help with the signal interceptor?
How are we gonna build a control console?
Old hospitals might have the equipment to translate.
Proctor Ingram.
Do you need any help with the signal interceptor?
Not sure.
Try and locate old radar installations or Do you need any help with the signal interceptor?
I could use your help.
I'd scout out pre-war military bases for military-grade circuit.
Protect and serve.
Always open for business.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Seen that
doesn't
old
seem
sailing ship on top of
me.
the building in Charleston?
hardly a lot.
Apparently some crazy robot is moving in and started.
Safety's off.
Including non-military families, will be turned away from matters of national safety. This message will repeat.
Hey.
This is an emergency message to all Commonwealth Army soldiers. Emergency protocols 17 Echo Charlie Niner are in effect. If you are in distress, please proceed to the South Boston Military Checkpoint Parade. Coordinates are available in your emergency handbook. This checkpoint has been designated as a safe house in case of enemy invasion, and is currently stocked with additional food, water, and ammunition. This safe house is for military personnel only. Citizens, including non-military families, will be turned away from matters of national security. This message will repeat.
Neutralized.
This is an emergency message to all Commonwealth Army soldiers. Emergency protocols 17 Echo Charlie Niner are in effect. If you are in distress, please proceed to the South Boston Military Checkpoint Parade. Coordinates are available in your emergency handbook. This checkpoint has been designated as a safe house in case of enemy invasion, and is currently stocked with additional food, water, and ammunition. This safe house is for military personnel only. Citizens, including non-military family
Awaiting your
members,
command.
will be
Take
turned
that
away
weapon.
from matters of
I'm on.
national safety.
Grab that.
No problem.
This message will repeat. This is an emergency message to all Commonwealth Army soldiers. Emergency protocols 17 Echo Charlie Niner are in effect. If you are in distress, please proceed to the South Boston Military Checkpoint Parade. Coordinates are available in your emergency handbook. This checkpoint has been designated as a safe house in case of enemy invasion, and is currently stocked with additional food.
Negative visual on the target.
protect, and serve. Please remain calm if you are injured. Engaging hostile. Going up. Second floor. Going up.
Heads up. Where do you want me? A smart soldier is always prepared.
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Your confidence is an That being said, this is the first time when we throw that switch, God willing, you'll end up in...
Nothing's gonna stop me when I'm so close to the...
Eager to get inside, huh? Now, once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact. So it's imperative you remember.
Right.
About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison.
Sure. That's fortunate.
Yes, it was. Securing useful resources during war. That said, Dr. Lee, after some time, she developed differences with... We're fairly certain that her intent...
I'm surprised that the Brotherhood let her go.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, if you find out that she's still alive, there's a special project.
What's this project that needs...
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission. And don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
If you have them.
Look alive.
You point, I shoot.
Dance?
You want to have that talk now?
Of course. What's on your mind?
Thank you. This isn't a formal meeting. I simply want to clear the air. I think we may have gotten off on the wrong foot when we first met, and I feel like I owe you an apology. Expecting you to embrace the standards of the Brotherhood without having a history with us was unfair. And given that you've adjusted so well to our beliefs, I don't think I needed to push them.
That's very kind. Thank you.
Well, you deserve it. When I was an initiate, my sponsor was Paladin Creed. Toughest squad. He was a model soldier, embodying the values every trainee was striving. From the moment I was assigned to his squad, I was singled out. It felt like I fought by his side for years, and we had some seriously close calls.
It sounds like he was trying to motivate you.
If he was, I never got After I was promoted to Paladin, and I'd moved on to my own squad, I received word that Krieg was killed at Adams Air Force Base. The news was like being kicked in the stomach. I mean, it's taken me a long time to realize it. But it's because I believe in you.
What happened at Adams Air Force Base?
Back in the capital wasteland, the Brotherhood was at war with a traitorous group of rebels who called themselves the Enclave. They maintained a mobile command post at the remains of Adams Air Force Base, just outside of Washington. The Brotherhood spearheaded an assault on the command post. Quite a few soldiers died in that battle. He made his mark on history.
I'm flattered that you have so much faith.
You've earned that faith. Well, I've said what I had to say, and I trust you'll keep this in confidence, of course.
And rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform. You wanted to get into the Institute, right? Well, what are you waiting for? Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well,
Looks like we have a winner! RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Busted.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Sean, it's me.
Father, what's going on?
Sean, are you okay?
What's going on?
What do you want me to do, Sean? What can...
I don't know you. Go away.
Who is Father? Where is...
Father? Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I promised answers, but I need you to realize that you have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find you. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am your son.
How is
I know this is a lot to take in the vault. You had no concept of the passage, but then you learned that your son was no longer an infant. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? And here I am, raised by the Institute. To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, at that time, the year 2227, scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection, so they followed the best example thus far. The human being.
So the weird science experiments needed to specify.
In a manner of speaking, the Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become, even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above. But then the Institute found me. After, I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA. I am their father. Through science.
Sean.
It really is. I know you must have questions.
So you're...
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working the Institute.
It doesn't matter what they think.
I'm glad. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever. Just... what else can I...
Kellogg. He worked for you.
Kellogg. He was an institute. It wasn't until I became director.
You knew the man was a psychopath?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least, the Institute took advantage of Institute technology prolonged his life, and he never failed the Institute. I won't lie. It's not... what else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother.
Yes.
Right.
I've gone over the records of the incident, of course.
Sure. Collateral damage?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life. Has it always been easy? Of course. For many years, I never questioned. With old age comes regret. But what matters now? I know there's more. The Institute is on the verge of some... I've been a part of something amazing here. And now, after all these years...
I won't be a part of this.
Why? The Institute can provide a better... You've been in the Commonwealth.
Sure. Your institute has done some horrible things.
Yes, well... what about the people you've aided in order to get here? What a... the Brotherhood of Steel. They believe they're the only... and you would side... None have any true claim to nobility in this world. I simply ask that you... We really do have humanity. Will you take that chance?
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
I'm sorry to hear that. I had certainly hoped we could work together. Understand, though, that you may have safe passage back to the relay where you will be sent. I am sorry. I must think.
Sure.
The elevator will return.
Can't pick this. about this?
Have you reconsidered your decision?
Sean, isn't there...
You've seen the Commonwealth. You're either with us or...
Forget it.
I see.
Only opens with a key. Sean, can we talk about this?
Have you reconsidered your decision?
I've changed my mind.
Well, that's good. The Institute is now... You want to introduce... And finally...
Call this a clean floor? Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Hey.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Dr. Holdren's Synth Gorilla project is showing promising results.
Security.
too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject. There's still people who are
Got it. That's it. I'm in.
Perimeter movement detected.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan, and if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
Most men lack the patience to observe and document plenty.
Almost done.
I apologize for any disruptions that my work might cause.
Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Dr. Lee.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Where are you going? I thought you wanted to talk. Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why?
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of... I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade.
I'm only here with good intentions. You have my word.
You're giving me your word? Even though... Since Father... I might not agree with everything he says, but I know...
Sure.
Say what you came here to say, and then...
Are you happy here?
You'd think, being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds... Only problem is the lack of transparency. What does that have to do with what?
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help. They seem to have everything under...
The Brotherhood valued your presence, and we'd like...
Well, Tell me something. Why would I
Right.
What reason would I have to...
Father trusts me, and so should...
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take you.
The Brotherhood is always...
I am getting a bit tired. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. But still, how can...
Your work could be...
You're wasting your breath. I'm a son.
Your work could be...
You really know how to push my... You know, I never understood why the Institute was... All those innocent people up there... died. Yet we hide down here, and it's not right. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute.
Thank you. I'm sure.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the... In case the significance is lost, if nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount... Speaking of, I trust our discussion...
Child synth prototype, a truly being.
When are you going to tell me about this? I fixed one relay and 2 more starts today. That must have not worked.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
I've heard stories, and the surface sure sounds scary.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
Hi, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think, when Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been, if you don't mind my asking.
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're...
Right.
Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the... As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical... We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean...
On board with...
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know...
It must be a challenge to meet the power...
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that, when necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions. It's a good thing, too. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular...
I can't express how truly humbling it is to see.
Protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security.
Greetings, sir.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
To knock some
You're
heads
here.
together.
What Glad you made it.
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for.
Maybe I should take some...
Doctor.
So,
Please don't.
here
There's
you
enough
are.
friction as it
Justin
is
Ayo.
between us
Acting...
and pretty
I'll
much
be
all the
upfront
other
with you.
departments.
We're going to be keeping a... Despite your relation to Father, I'm sure you understand. There won't be...
Why?
I'll be honest.
Sure.
The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. It's nothing personal. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped...
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like... As to why they're escaping? Our main instrument is the Courser. A Coursers hunt down and reclaim. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered... In fact,
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about this.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural... In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to... All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to...
Right.
Rumor is, Advanced Systems will be starting a new dark matter initiative soon.
Operating at full capacity.
Why can't a synth be a person too? I don't really see the difference.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren. I can't wait for you to see the work.
I look forward to learning.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview. As the name implies, the bioscience, our most important directive is to that end, we cultivate We've even started to explore the idea. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point.
Seems like there's nothing you guys...
With hard work and ingenuity, I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is.
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a...
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways. Our projects sometimes require an agent. From what I've heard, you are both fearless. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue.
You mentioned medical care.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist, and also, sir, Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care.
Dad says I'm as good as he is with
Do
computers.
we really need all these coursers roaming the halls?
We're taking too many rads. We need to move out. Negative visual on the target.
Virgil?
Well, I'm glad to see...
The interceptor worked.
It was amazing.
Got it right here.
That's it. All right. Let's see.
Get it. They're gone.
Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
That's good.
It is. All right. Here we go. And now, we so. I'm going to rest for a while. In any event.
Protect and serve.
Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility. I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Prydwen. She's been under the Institute's influence for now. I believe you still possess an important piece of data. I want you to bring it to her immediately. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Up to me, I take every feral, muty, and sin and shoot them in space.